Boom, 14 movies to watch while self-quarantining. I will be splitting this video up into 7 different film genres, meaning within each genre I'll have 2 film recommendations for you. Some of these movies you've probably already seen, and some of these movies you might not have already seen. Regardless, the movies on this list are great ways to pass the time and relinquish the absolute boredom you've been feeling for the past few days to a week. First genre, horror. Horror is my favorite genre, so I promise I won't steer you in the wrong direction with these. Both these films you've probably seen, but they are The Shining by Stanley Kubrick and Hereditary by Ari Aster. I would say The Shining is my favorite horror film released before the year 2000, and Hereditary is my favorite horror film released after the year 2000. Both are amazing movies and really get under your skin. Watch them. Second genre, science fiction. There's lots of great sci-fi movies out there, but I won't be putting any movies that are a part of a franchise on here. I think we've seen enough Star Wars, Terminator, and Alien movies. The 2 I recommend to you are Arrival by Denis Villeneuve and Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. Arrival is actually one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time, and if you're looking for a more psychological sci-fi film, then that's the one for you. As for Interstellar, I believe it's vastly underrated in Nolan's film discography, and Inception overshadows it most of the time. Some things in the movie might not completely work, but Hans Zimmer's score and Nolan's direction make it a fun watch regardless. Third genre, romance. Romance, unfortunately, is one of my least favorite movie genres, probably because there's so many bad ones, but if you're in the mood to have a good cry, then watch Titanic or Say Anything. They're great films. Fourth genre, comedy. I think everybody could use a good laugh during this dark and really depressing time in our lives. Watching some overly stupid, old comedy classics may do the trick. National Lampoon's Vacation never fails to make me laugh and is just amazing. And there's really no better movie than Dumb and Dumber if you're looking for a stupidly hilarious comedy. I grew up on these films, and if you haven't seen them, just please do so. Fifth genre, action. For these picks, I'm actually going to go with 2 movies that you could argue aren't really traditional action movies. My picks for 2 action movies to check out are Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 by the one and only Quentin Tarantino. In terms of Tarantino movies, these 2 are for sure the most action-centric of them. The action in these films always put a smile on my face, and I get way too excited when the sirens start playing and you know something big's about to go down. I'm sure you guys have seen these, but it's the perfect time to revisit them. Sixth genre, crime. For the crime section, it's actually rather easy and doesn't require too much explanation. The Departed and Goodfellas, directed by the great god amongst men, Martin Scorsese. Being from New England, I just love The Departed, and maybe a little bit more than most, but it's still such a tense and beautifully crafted movie, and Goodfellas is one of my favorites ever. Can't beat it. And for the 7th and final genre, Western, Hell or High Water, and Django Unchained. No explanation needed, great flicks. So to wrap up, my recommendation for you throughout the next 14 days is to watch the following movies: The Shining, Hereditary, Arrival, Interstellar, Titanic, Say Anything, National Lampoon's Vacation, Dumb and Dumber, Kill Bill Volume 1, Kill Bill Volume 2, The Departed, Goodfellas, Hell or High Water, and Django Unchained. Feel free to swap the films out so you don't have 2 straight nights of horror or 2 straight nights of romance or anything like that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay safe out there. Drop a sub if this was helpful. See you soon.